It's week 12 and we got some problems. It's not too devastating yet, but we do have powdery mildew on the kabocha plant. So I think what I'm going to do is try to remove as many infected leaves, and I've also sprayed diluted vinegar spray on the foliage to see if I can control it that way. I have them near the pumpkin too, so I'm a little bit worried that it will get to the pumpkin itself, and that would be devastating. But let's see, it still seems not so bad, so maybe we can control it. On the pumpkin, let's see. I don't know if you can tell. It used to be bright green, and so I'm not sure if that's powdery mildew around the pumpkin. So if you know, let me know. And if there's something I can do to save it, let me know. Let me see if I can show you a closer up version. Okay, so that's what the pumpkin is looking like. I wiped it and it doesn't do anything, so I'm not sure. There's the one that's hanging. I think that's also the same color as this pumpkin, so maybe it's just the color of this pumpkin. I'll have to check the Kitazawa Seed Company website to see if they have pictures. One good thing, it looks like I'm going to have one more female flower that's about to blossom. So maybe the fertilizing has worked. But a lot of the other ones are dying. It's just this one. Let's see. The female flower is blooming. Yay! But I have no male flowers and I didn't save any. I was really upset about it last night, but then I had an idea. I actually went to the community garden and picked up some flowers from another zucchini. It's some sort of squash plant, so I got it from two different plants, and I'm going to essentially force cross-pollination, but hopefully it'll pollinate the fruit itself, and I'm not planning to save seeds, so it shouldn't be unaffected. That's what the female flower looks like from the side. Here is the inside of the female flower. There's one of the male flowers that I got from the community garden. I don't know what kind of pumpkin or squash it is, but it should work. I'm just going to take the petals off so that I can pollinate the female flower. And it's raining, so I'm going to try to do it quick. So that's what I did, and it just makes it easier to pollinate. It's really starting to rain, so I'm going to do it really quick. I'm just going to take this and rub it on the little sticky thing. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to rub it really good. And that should do the trick. It started raining, so I'm back inside, but what I'm going to do is just wrap this with the petal and then put it in a Ziploc and keep it in the fridge. I don't have any more female flowers, but just in case something develops in the next week or so. But then I'll throw it away, and then if it happens again, I'll go to the community garden, and I know I have some source of pollinating equipment, pollinating flower. But I'll check to see if this thing works. It should work theoretically. I don't see why it shouldn't, but let's see. The cross-pollination worked, and it looks like it's gonna start growing. But can you tell that this one is really green, and then my pumpkin that's really big still has a white hue on it? So you can see that it has a white layer around it, and the stem is looking yellow, so maybe it's like a nutrient deficiency. It's still not rotting or anything like that. I might just harvest it in a couple of days because it's already been almost 30 days, and it says that it's mature 30 days after it flowers. So I have to come in and hit it with some baking soda to prevent the powdery mildew. And let's see how this pumpkin turns out. But it's a good size. That's my okra in the 5-gallon bucket, and it's doing really well. I've been harvesting from it here and there. A cool thing that is happening that I didn't realize before, I don't think it's ever happened to me before, or I just don't remember, is that it has side shoots that has okra on it. So you can see one over there, and there's a couple of them coming out from the side. And it's also happening on the plant in the 3-gallon bucket, but in general, I think the 5-gallon bucket is a better size. I've said that before, and I'm pretty sure of it as well. And so, like, in the future, I think you can get away with a 3-gallon bucket, but unless you have really good compost, maybe the 3-gallon bucket is okay. But yeah, everything looking good. There's my mystery tomato plant with still lots of tomatoes, and it's very curious. I've been trying to see if I can get seeds, and I don't really see any mature seeds. Is that possible that I've created a mutant seedless tomato? Or can some hybrids just become infertile? Like, I just don't know. I'll just keep looking, but the seeds just look very, very small.